Hi, my name's AJ Del Signor, and today we're going to be talking about Japanese preschool and kindergarten. Preschool and kindergarten is a newer concept in Japan. Traditional education typically starts with elementary school. However, in recent years, over 85% of students in Japan have completed at least 2 years of kindergarten. Now, kindergarten in Japan differs a lot from American and Western kindergarten. Very hands-on, and almost to the point where Western parents in America might say that's a little too dangerous. However, some of the tenets that Japanese kindergartens and preschools follow are social interactions, environmental development, community, and really setting the child up to be a leader and a great asset to community in that collectivist community. The average decision for families in Japan interested in enrolling their child in Japanese early childhood development institutions focus on two different types of schools. That's Hoikuen. I might be pronouncing that wrong. However, it's more traditionally a daycare or nursery facility with minimal educational criteria. These preschools focus, these preschool establishments focus on family involvement, supporting the family as a whole. They're open longer hours because they support working families, and they offer more hands-on for parents, whereas in Youchien, the more traditional education like preschool or kindergarten, prohibits the parent almost from entering the classroom. They can wait outside the classroom, and a lot of Japanese parents do wait outside the classroom while kindergarten's going on, but they really want to disestablish this spoiling culture that happens in Western cultures by giving the student almost creative freedom. Hoikusho typically is a choice for working parents, as previously discussed. It's a choice for parents with specific lifestyles or working hours, and like I said, they're open longer. This starts for birth to age 5 or until they start elementary school. Hoikuen enroll children at the minimum age of 1 year old. Youchien is available for families to enroll their children starting at 3 years, regardless of working status. However, two different establishments run Hoikuen and Youchien, two different departments of Japan education systems. Ours typically match the more traditional school year with more holiday breaks. The school year starts in April and I believe ends in May. This facility is more education-based and formatted as an entry into the Japanese education system. Youchien facilities enroll children starting at 3 and provide curricula up to 5. And this is very hands-on. It's not uncommon to see these students using knives and cooking tops and learning the values of Japanese culinary arts. And key terms regarding these typical facilities are NINCA, which refers to government-funded facilities, mostly public-owned. NINCA facilities enroll families using a needs-based point system. Some aspects considered are family makeup, single parent, both parents working, if the birthing parent's on maternity leave. And then there's Ninshu, which refers to private facilities with government authorization to subsidies. These are unique to Tokyo. Then there's Muninka or Ninkagai, which refers to private facilities that receive no government funding and ineligible for subsidies. Ninshu and Minka enrollment is a more immersive experience. The process is formal. Families must line up early in the morning in order to receive an application and must dress in formal attire for their interview process. Kindergarten curriculum in Japan, like I mentioned, instill typical Japanese virtues and values such as community, independence, bravery, courage, environmental consciousness, and community. Curricula is designed to boost the child's positive personality traits and values on an individual level, which is different to our ideas of that collectivist community that Japanese culture follows. This is a more individual level and teaches the individual to work more collectively as they enter that collectivist style as they grow. The 5 domains are health, human relations, environment, language, and expression. And although curricula is established by the Japanese Ministry of Education, the lessons are teacher-driven. The lessons the teachers are more seen as mentors than they are as teachers, but they are highly revered. The Youchien principles for kindergarten, children are exposed to as much hands-on experience as possible. They use authentic cooking tools. They're responsible for cleaning their activity areas. They're responsible for taking care of each other. Much more advanced than America. It's not uncommon to see a kindergarten student in Japan using a needle and thread, an actual needle and thread, actual knives, actual heat when cooking. Socializing between peers is seen as vital. In Youchien, people are encouraged to be independent from a young age. You'll even see toddlers to 5-year-olds walking to school alone, running errands, stuff like that. These are all hands-on experiences instilled in them at an early age within the kindergarten system. Parents are discouraged from joining into the classroom, as previously explained. The purpose of a kindergarten education system in Japan is to build children's strength to live and have a strong foundation for living in their next steps in life. Really teaching those independence tools that maybe Western cultures learn at an age of maybe 12 or 13. The principles of Hoikuen are similar, but allows the parents to be more hands-on. It's common to see them in the classroom. Physical and mental health, social relations, relationships with environment, community, language skill development, and artistic and creative expressions are main tenets for the Hoikuen curriculum. Again, I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm trying really hard. The purpose as an institution is to help parents take care of the children within the family, community, environment. It takes a village mentality, kind of. And you'll even see that throughout the community. In Japanese kindergarten, children are taught the main principles of Japanese cooking, such as nama, which means cutting, miru, simmering, yaku, grilling, musu, steaming, agiro, deep frying. Children use adaptive but appropriate cooking utensils American parents may deem as too dangerous. The community-driven solo practices for young children in Japan are encouraged to walk to school alone, run errands, but there's always patrols placed. Kids have the mobile phones, there's patrols helping them cross the streets, and there's even cameras. And in conclusion, all in all, the American education system have a lot to learn from Japanese education systems. Japanese education systems do not typically implement standardized testing for young children. As former preschool teacher for Head Start, I had to implement standardized testing for children as young as 3 years. America coddles their children in overprotective fear because of our streets and communities are not safe. Japanese communities work as a collective and ensure the independence of younger children is met with guidance, mentorship, and protection. Exposing young children to more advanced activities builds a better character and implements learning skills that inspire social activity, community, symbiotic relationships, and independence.